our little lot. It was totally barren about 6 months ago, and it's now been planted out. Getting some mulch. We're in the process of delineating the paths. Just got in about 15 bananas this morning. That's the shady microclimate. Cacao coming in. Side here, this will be rainwater catchment fairly soon. And in the back, we hope to put up a little rancho for guests to come camp. And this will become more of a garden space. More fruit trees. Idyllic tropical homestead in the making.
Hi everybody, this is Scott Gallant of Porvenir Design, and we are here at a project where we live, and we received this house as part of a work contract. There's a previous video that is included with this that shows this project 2 years ago, when this lot was completely empty in our first planting. And so this is a really good example of what we can do on a small piece of land. This is 800 square meters in a relatively short amount of time. And so we're really interested in demonstrating how quickly we can build soil, how quickly we can grow food, what species we might want to choose to accomplish that. So we're just going to move through this space. We can see the privacy that we've created from the roadside, using a lot of perennial greens, things like papaya and bananas that are really quick producers. We find a lot of young fruit trees coming up in the shade of this mango tree, starting to really fill in, especially when we look back at that original video that was 2 years ago. Some of the systems we hope to install are in place, including a simple rainwater catchment system. This feeds a tilapia pond over there. And we're maintaining a lot of privacy. That's one of the big goals in this project. How do we grow food quickly while also blocking the view from the close by road? So we have things like jackfruit and acerola, cinnamon, chaya, biriba, all coming in really quick along this fence line. We're going to start moving into the garden space, more of the zone 1 area. We've slowly been transforming this, trying to find a balance between perennial crops and annuals that we really like in this climate, things that are a minimal amount of maintenance. And so we're playing a lot with tropical tubers like malanga, jicama here, which is a tuber crop but has these beautiful flowers coming in, a lot of edible perennial beans like lab, long bean here, cowpea coming in. I find it fascinating, again, how we can transform a small space with a lot of intention, with good design, how we can stack everything on top of each other. And so over here we can look, we have our Indian lettuce coming in, we have wing bean that's being left for seeds, sun hemp, squash is climbing up, cranberry hibiscus, there's a bunch of flowers coming up in this mix as well. And so we're interested in letting some of these spaces go a bit wild and letting them kind of find their own path and learning from that. These tiny spaces, these zone 1s, provide just wonderful opportunities for observation. And we don't always have that in our work where we're doing management of land around the country. We're not there on a daily basis in the same way that I feel like I am here, which is really a blessing. And we wrap up with a really nice example of stacked guilds. So we have Brazilian spinach, a red pineapple, acerola, emergent moringas and bananas, and orange over there. And again, focusing on creating a lot of privacy in this space, interested in stacking the intensity, using the house as a trellis, working a lot with grenadillas and passion fruits that are doing really nicely for us. And overall, this has become a wonderful space to practice. The amount of food that we can grow in this tiny 800 square meter space in a short amount of time is spectacular. And so hopefully this video gives you an example of what's possible in a small space. Thanks for joining us.